Hi there. Just coming back from a listing here. Just one of the things that I've learned is that when you are doing anything in life, like when you can present a value and to any employer, to which home sellers are, like they're employing us to sell their home. So if you could provide more value than what you did yesterday, you're gonna just get more clients wanting to work with you. And what I've learned is that you got to have lots of value. And one of the things that I've learned how is to generate lots and lots of leads. Like in one of my databases, I have 21,000 leads in that database. Believe it or not, I got two different databases, and on the other one's got another 20,000 leads in there. And that's a lot of value that I bring to the table. And I bring that to the table every time I'm gonna list a property. So I show them a list of buyers that I'm working with. And I even show them like approved buyers. And what's cool about this list that I have is I could show them everybody that's looking for a home in their specific area. And that creates lots of value. So as you're kind of going on to that next appointment, or if you're learning how to generate leads, and if you don't have a mentor, or the broker's not helping you with lead generation, then just give me a call and I could show you what we're doing. I'll show you exactly how I'm generating leads, and I'll show you the number of leads that we have in the system. Some of these leads we generate for like $2 a lead. Some cost more, but a lot of them are very inexpensive. And the main thing though is creating value. And the value has to be real. Like, you got to be able to see the value. They got to be able to see it and touch it. And when you can create that, I started thinking this way years ago when I first got my job. One of my first main jobs, I was working at a company called Loanworks at the time. And Loanworks was owned by a company called IndyMac. And before, they were not even a bank. It was a spinoff from Countrywide. And Countrywide was the largest mortgage lender in the country. And they'd done a spinoff with this company, and the retail branch was out in Irvine. And I was working there, I would say, just turned 20 or so. So I got an entry-level job there. And I quickly was getting promoted. And I have no college degree, did some schooling, but I just created more value. Every time I went to work, my thinking is, what kind of value can I bring to the company? And so some people think, the reason why you're so successful is because you have all this mortgage experience. Because in 2009, the mortgage market crashed, right? And everybody was jobless. So I wasn't the only one, but just shortly after that, I turned my entire life around selling real estate full time. And what I was doing is, I knew how to lead generate. So I started generating about 100 leads a month. 100 leads a month. And then I started going on these appointments. I quickly started selling houses. And this is in a very, very tough market. Most people were jumping out of the market, and here I'm jumping into the market. And I think anyone that probably saw me doing it at that time thought I was probably nuts and crazy. But I had no other options. So, but what I didn't know at the time is what got me successful with my success so far in my life. I could go back to my first job at IndyMac Bank, Loanworks. Quickly getting promoted. I would just go to work saying, what kind of value can I bring to the table today for my employer? And I just started rising through the ranks. And before you know it, a few years later after working there, I was already receiving stock options, bonuses, for a good employee. So in real estate, I believe we're no different. Like, we're employed, and sometimes we don't take it that way. We are getting employed. We're getting employed by buyers and sellers. And a lot of times we take a step back and we don't think we're getting employed, and our actions don't line up to it. So people want to employ the best people out there, bottom line. And it's our job to like equip us. And maybe it was people that was kind of breathing down on me and giving me guidance over the years. Maybe it was. Sometimes we do need that. We do need leadership around us. So you got to have an office that you're surrounded by that breeds success. And part of success is sharing. And so many times I talk to agents where, you know, the top producer and agent doesn't share much. You can't go ask them questions. They point you to the manager. And the sad part about it is the manager is not, you know, is not generating thousands of leads, or they don't know the scripts. So they have their own little methods of maybe doing business. But that's the sad part, is that agents out there, where do you get it from them? Where do you get the sharing in? We're kind of just left on our own to fend for ourselves, and that will not exist where the brokerage that I lead at. So my brokerage here will never ever exist that. I believe in sharing. I believe in helping others succeed, because life's got to be more than that, than success. We all would like to have success and make lots of money, but we all need to have a way of giving back, you know. And so many times, every time I talk to an agent, you know, that's a story that they tell me, is that, you know, why they're unhappy at their current brokerage is it sounded good because a person that recruited them, or the manager that recruited them, but these are paid professionals to do one job, which is to recruit people. And they recruited you, you know, they recruited you, right? And so what they do is after you're there, you got to go figure it out on your own. And the likelihood of these top producing agents that they have recruited, or they're just there, the likelihood of them sharing exactly what it takes. See, you can't just try to copy. You know, you can't just take it from a book, even if they told you. There's certain ingredients on actually how to get it done. You know, I could spend 5 minutes with somebody and they could copy all they want. But the likelihood is that, are they going to get the special ingredients? And that's what makes a difference between myself and others. I've got an open heart to really, truly help people to succeed. And I figured out that they're going to only succeed when everything is revealed to them. Everything. There's no hiding anything. It's got to be fully transparent, exactly down to the words, down the words on the ad, to the words that we say over the phone, to the words what we do when we get in front of them. So when I go on these appointments, one of the things I bring out is my list of buyers. And it's a big list, and I can't bring all 21,000 in one of these databases with me, but I bring them a sample, and I also show them live right there on the spot. I do a search for them in this database, and I pull up roughly on average about 100 buyers that are looking in that area that are in my database. And everyone on my team has access to that database. It makes the presentation so powerful, because what I'm doing right there is I'm creating value. It's a value proposition that cost is only an issue in the absence of value. So the more value you bring to the table, okay, then the less issues they have about cost and your fee. So if you present more value, then you're going to have less pushback on the value. On the cost and your commissions. So to combat all these purple brick companies out there, is you got to be more value. You got to bring more value to the table. You got to make sure that the value is so impressive that when you're done with the listing presentation, they start to ask themselves, gosh, the extra point or two is way worth it. Way worth it working for this person versus companies like Redfin or Purplebricks, where they've got discounted brokerages, right? So we cover all this stuff in our training. We show you exactly what to do, what to say. And I would love to sit down with you if you're watching this video over a cup of coffee. Just pop by my office, but give me a call. I'm strictly on appointments, and you can just reach me back at area code 562-252-7889. Thanks a lot for watching, and have a great day. Bye-bye.